You obviously had some disappointing fixtures last week. What were your thoughts on them?
Yeah, very disappointing actually. Bucks won, put a couple of really good wins together in the last couple of weeks against the top teams, and then we came unstuck against Nottingham, who were bottom at the time. So yeah, very disappointing there. I mean, we're hoping it was just a blip. We're going to use it as motivation for the rest of the season, I hope. But I think perhaps a little bit of complacency set in after I said two really good wins against Northumbria and Leeds, Beckett, Carnegie. So to be fair, the guys bounced back on Friday morning. The training was very intense. Looking for the same again tonight, and then getting ready for Leeds Uni on Wednesday.
So there was no one thing that you could pinpoint that was the difference?
Unfortunately not, no. I think we had a lot of guys just played 5-10% off their top game, and you know, when you've got 15 blokes doing that, it makes everything very difficult. Nottingham, to their credit, were very up for it as well. They've been struggling with injuries, so they just threw everything at us really. Scored a good try, and just sort of fell for our mistakes really, and put us under pressure a lot. So yeah, I don't want to take anything away from Nottingham. They played pretty well, but it was very disappointing our performance across the board really.
And who have you got coming up this week?
Well, we've got Leeds Uni on Wednesday. We had a good win up there in September, so we're hoping again. It's all about bouncing back from last week, and training's been going well Friday, and hopefully it'll be a sharp session tonight, and we'll get ready for what we need. We need to win really on Wednesday. There's no two ways about it.
Thank you. So we obviously had a disappointing result in the Bucks in the week. What were your thoughts on the game?
Really disappointing, to be honest. We've played some great rugby against Leeds, met 2 weeks ago, then backed up against Northumbria. Seemed to play some of our best rugby of the season then. The challenge was to then back it up against Nottingham, and we didn't do it. Really disappointing. The boys though have taken it all on themselves. They've said they're disappointed with themselves, and they're looking to bounce back this week. There wasn't necessarily lots of individually bad performances, but there wasn't many good performances, if that makes sense. You know, too many average performances. And against a team like Nottingham, they're just going to punish you, and they did, and we deserved it, to be honest.
And what did you make of the success in the Hartpury game on Friday night?
It was great for the club to bounce back after that. The league side there, they've had a couple of close defeats and been playing some really good stuff. And then for the Bucks 1 guys to lose like that, you know, the club was just, you know, it needed a big win. Thankfully, we had a great support. It was fantastic. Loads of noise. And the guys really responded to it, and I know they're really thankful for that, and we are too, obviously, because we got the results. So no, it was great. It was great.
And what did you make of the fixture coming up against Darlington on the weekend?
Darlington, they are in a sort of similar situation to us. I think they've lost a couple of close ones. They're teetering around the same point, so it's a massive game for both clubs. Going to go up to a nice stadium up there. Guys again should be motivated for that. And you know, looking to impose ourselves on them.
Before I speak about the game, I just want to talk about the actual event itself, which I thought was a fabulous Loughborough Rugby night under lights, and we're doing this interview in front of the board with all the names of the people who've actually fundraised and a number of years ago for us to be able to get those lights and have great occasions like that. And the support was just fantastic. It really was a 16th man for us. It inspired us. It made it hard and uncomfortable for Hartpury at times, probably. And you know, in particular, I just think the way the rest of the club, you know, they're all dressed up there in their shirt and ties, and got the drum and the horns and all that sort of stuff. It was just a brilliant night, you know, away from the actual rugby on the field as much as anything else.
We obviously had a success on the field. What did you put that down to?
Well, we're very much inspired by the big crowd and the occasion that I've just spoken about. But rugby's fairly simple. It's, you know, get your basics right with your set piece. stay really connected as a team, working in your threes in defence, working in your threes in attack. And I just thought the basics, coupled with a great attitude, really put the pressure on Hartpury. We defended magnificently. You know, Hartpury are a dangerous side. They did have threats, but when they, line broke, there's sometimes where they are scrambling back to try and deny them that try was just absolutely fabulous and really sort of characterised the evening really. And getting the bonus point for 4 tries as well was really, really important to us. But probably what's just as important is actually not allowing Hartpury to get a losing bonus point as well. But really the challenge now is we can talk about what a fabulous night it was. But as a group, we don't want to be known as a group that we get ourselves up for the big occasions and when we've got a crowd. If we're an honest group, then we need to replicate that every single week, because in National 1 we're tested every single week. And it's an exciting challenge this weekend from Darlington Morden Park as well, obviously playing at the Northern Echo Arena. A nice stadium to play in front of, a team very much on the way up, and a dangerous side with lots of threats as well. So we're going to have to match and better that performance on Saturday to be competitive against Darlington.
And Henry Taylor had a fantastic night on Friday, scoring a hat-trick. What did you make of his personal performance?
Well, Henry is a very dynamic, instinctive and dangerous player, and he's got great power. But he needs a platform to be launched upon, and I thought the rest of the side really gave a great platform for a dangerous player like Henry to find those gaps. So for me it's not really about singling out one person in particular. I just thought it's a fabulous team effort by the people on the pitch, all the support staff off the pitch, and obviously all the support behind the players as well.
And was it nice to catch up with John Barnes after the game?
Yeah, I mean, John, the Hartpury head coach, I've actually got to know him through a mutual friend who used to play rugby with Barnsley at Loughborough, and Barnsley's a good guy, and I know all the Hartpury boys were gutted out after the game, but it was actually a really nice moment. Just not long after kick-off, spending a bit of time with Barnsley and our friend over in the corner, and it's what rugby's all about really. So yeah, it's good.